Yo, 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 what's up, man? You tuned in to I Am King on the Bite Brothers Urban Podcast. Hey, if you're just tuning in for the first time, we appreciate it. Continue uh, support us. We really appreciate your help, man. We appreciate your support. Uh, I couldn't ask for nothing more, man. That last video's doing pretty good. Uh, if you don't know by now, man, I go by the name of Big Boss Semi. I got my co-host E Dog. What's up, man?
What up, though?
Man, this is I Am King. This is where we talk all black man issues, financial, relationships, fatherhood, anything and everything underneath the sun. And perhaps, if you just tuning in for the first time, perhaps you could get some of this information that might help you in your process. So, on that note, man, we're gonna jump right into it. How you feeling on that road, bruh?
Man, to be honest, man, your boy tired a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm steady grabbing a little energy here and there. Trying to keep it positive
I dig
and
it.
keeping myself entertained and enlightened. It's real hot coming through Arizona,
Okay,
and
okay.
trying to get over there to the Buckeye State. You
Just
know,
make sure yo stop on the side of the road, man. Catch some of them goddamn snakes and shit that be out there and all
oh
that
man,
crazy
I'm
shit,
telling you,
man.
bro. Most don't know. Most don't know Arizona. A little bit of Texas too. Arizona, and Florida.
Yeah,
They got a lot of.
do
They got a lot
do
of
the
stuff.
deadliest fucking states ever, huh?
Yeah,
Fuck,
especially Florida, because
damn,
Florida is hot and damp,
damn.
and damp.
So
You
that's
get down there in them swamps down there. It's
ooh
worse than
wee,
Louisiana and Florida.
ooh wee.
You know what I'm saying? Them folks down there be taking a boo boo and then be like, "What's that touching my booty?" You know what I'm
And it be a snake that creeped up on their ass.
saying?
Oh
So
shit.
it's or they might be in the backyard and try to jump in their pool, and it's a gator in there, just like, "What's up, man? Y'all coming in? What's
Hey
water
man,
was
I
fine."
listen. I couldn't imagine that shit, dog.
You feel me? No, real talk.
Dog, you go skinny dip in your pool at night, right? Just
Right,
to get the
right,
chill, just to take the heat off, you know. And that's the man, a gator in that motherfucker, man.
bro. You
Ooh wee.
really gotta watch. Like, if you got a pool and like you down there in like real country, like Plant City or Auburndale or Mulberry and Lakeland and all of that, Sonota, Sassa, all them little country little towns, right? And you got a pool that's underground. You're gonna have to put like a mesh, some kind of protection around the pool, like by the concrete, like embedded into that, so nothing can just waltz itself right in there.
Yeah, but I seen them
And
motherfuckers, man, crawl over gates before.
you know what? You got a point. But at least you get hey. But at least you got to listen. If I had a spot down there, I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I would have to have no, because they'll climb up on that. Just have your pistol ready. Because when I stayed down there with my ex in Tampa, we didn't have no pool in that. We had raccoon problems. We had snake problems. I used to walk to the store, get a 40, see a snake every day. He
Damn.
just like walk right in front of me like, "What's up?" I mean, slide right in front of me, talk about, "What's up? You good?" I'm like, "Bruh."
I mean,
I ain't used to that.
I'd be good if I knew which snakes was which. You know what I mean? Because you got poisonous snakes, you got non-poisonous. But I don't want to get bit by them bitches, man. You see them goddamn veins on them motherfuckers,
Well,
man?
most of the ones down there and down south are poisonous.
Oh hell no.
I mean, 90% of them are. The ones up north usually aren't. There's a few. You'll be surprised. Michigan got some, but we ain't never seen them because it's just too damn cold. And it's not.
Absolutely, absolutely hell no.
Right, right, exactly. So I'm saying, like, you would be surprised the states that you think don't have none, they have some, but they're just in desolate areas. In Florida, they everywhere. They just, dog, when I tell you they everywhere, they everywhere.
Wow.
It's like living in Australia. You know
Damn.
what I'm saying? So you gotta be on the lookout. Now, Of course, downtown and loft areas. Let's exclude those areas. Midtown, whatever. You ain't really gonna see them because it's city vibe. But once you leave out of there, you're on your own.
Wow.
Florida got panthers, gators, every kind of lizard, every kind of snake, every kind of spider that can fuck you up. Everything.
That's crazy, man.
Everything. Yeah. But it's also a very beautiful state in some areas, just like Cali. Cali is so overrated. There's only certain little increments of California and Florida that are absolutely gorgeous. Santa Barbara, Santa Ana, blue, whatever they call that, blue moons, blue something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Those are beautiful places. Lake Tahoe of Nevada, all that kind of stuff. It's nice. But man, LA, man, I'm gonna do the Trump. You know what I'm finna say. Okay. Most of LA is a shithole. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Just keep it real. You go down Washington, Alondra, Central, and all of them streets, Lawson and Crenshaw and all that. You got a side that is decent, and then you got that side where you ain't got no business around.
Being over there.
I just left from over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just got unloaded over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you. But then you got Pomona, West Covina, and all the rest of them. They got little slummy parts, but not really. You can't really tell, like, in the hood. When you go to St. Louis, Baltimore, Detroit, Philly, instantly, I got to get out of here. It ain't no question. Man, this might be nice. This might be okay. No.
Right.
Soon as you hit that corner, especially in my old neighborhood over there on Joy Road and Grand River and Joy Road, over there, Dexter Davidson, YBI territory.
Straight up
you already know.
Straight
As soon as you get off the Jeffries on Grand River and make a right where the old Woolworth is, say, bro, you be like, say, we leaving before the sun go down. I mean, like, what we doing over here? You know what I'm saying? You could go to Houston, in certain neighborhoods, and be like, oh, this is so beautiful. And at nighttime, you be like, shit, I got to get out of here.
I done been to plenty of places, man, like that.
Yeah.
Man, that I want. Hey, some of them fuckers, some of them little towns in Ohio and shit, man, that look like the damn KKK, man. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. But anyway, man. So, hey, man. So we gonna go ahead and get into it, man. Our last show, man. It was about women, man. Bitter women, right? And you wanted to touch down a little bit more containing to that. Correct?
Yeah, man. Today we're going to talk about, I don't ever want to touch on a deep subject such as that and not offer some type of therapeutic or some type of solutions.
Exactly.
Because, like we said before, there's a lot of people hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Our brothers is hurting, and there's some sisters is hurting too from deadbeat dads. But we're focusing on brothers because, like that video I sent you about, Father's Day coming up. It's number 20 on the important holiday list.
Yeah, Father's Day is what, Sunday?
Yeah.
Is it Sunday?
Sunday.
See, shit been like crickets, man. You ain't really seen no post on YouTube. You ain't seen shit. You ain't what a hype at.
You know
what
why?
A hype at. I know why.
You know why? There's never been any big money in Father's Day.
No.
It's like a quiet, distant. How the hell did Columbus, like the brother said, how the hell Columbus Day get more important than Father's Day?
Well, you know what? I think I got a little answer for that. The only way it generates money is people put it out there, man, to where it can generate money. So, so that's why it's not generating money, man. Nobody gives a fuck about Father's Day, man. Nobody cares about Father's Day. That is one of the least celebrated holidays that ever existed. They might as well just take it away, man. But you know what? That's what me and you come in at. Cause you know what? We gon' get some light to the fathers, man, that's out here doing their thing, man. And I'm gonna wish all those fathers a happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hear it from
Yeah,
nowhere
happy
else,
Father's
you're
Day.
gonna hear it from here. You know what I'm saying? I know the struggle. I know what it's about being a parent, and it's not an easy task. So, for all the fathers that's out here loving their children, right? Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Happy Father's Day. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Well, so going on, everybody. I hope everybody is having a really good weekend and having a peaceful weekend, and that if you're a father out there, I hope you have I hope you hear from your kids and y'all have a good time and whatnot. But if you don't, some of us will not, probably me included. Maybe a couple of mine might not say nothing, but that's okay. It's a new day, man. Stay laser focused. Get you a hobby, whether it's lifting weights, doing push-ups, playing your guitar, whatever you do. Go bowling, fishing, whatever your hobby is, or just relaxing, watching a movie, whatever. Get your mind fixed off of that situation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a brother from Detroit. His name is Jason Wilson. He is the owner, CEO, operator of the Cave of Abdullah. The Cave of Abdullah. I believe it's on the west side. He
Jason
done been on
Jason Williams?
Jason Jason Wilson.
Jason Wilson. Okay.
Jason Wilson.
Okay.
He has two audio books dealing with men not being emotional enough and not crying enough and not getting out all of that stuff that we carry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's called Battle Cry. Battle
Okay.
Cry is the name of one of them. The other one is called Cry Like a Man. And listen, I don't care what you brothers say. Oh man, that's soft. No, listen, that brother will beat your ass. Okay, real talk. He ain't nothing soft about Jason Wilson.
Hey man,
I dare you to.
why do they
You know,
think why do they think, man, brothers don't supposed to show a sensitive side, man? Like, like we don't have no feelings, man. Like we gotta be hard all the goddamn time. Man, listen, man. I feel that, man.
it's
Hey
yeah,
man.
it's an old cliche, man. It's an old narrative of the men's supposed to hold all the weight of
Right,
the world on his
right.
back. We had to be some kind of tough back in the slave days to take what we took, especially women. But it's like they've been trying to break us since day one. So yeah, you got to be tough for certain. You can't cry about every little thing that happened to you, but it's a time to cry. Even the Bible said it's a time to weep, it's a time to love, it's time to be happy, time to be but not happy, it's time to have joy, it's time to be sad. It's a time for everything. If you want to look that up, I think it's in the book of Ecclesiastes where Solomon said it's a time for everything. Now, going into that right there, bro. The reason I mentioned that brother is because he talks about what we're talking about as far as the man the granddad and the man, the father, he's sitting on a lazy boy with a plate. Everybody gather around Big Mama. They always celebrate the mother, grandmama, Nana, Aunt Boo, whoever. But the uncles and the fathers, not saying for everybody. They said they're not for everybody, but for the majority of most men, we're going to get some dusty socks for Father's Day, maybe a card, maybe a text, or usually nothing. It's just not that important. So we can blame the women for it, okay, and it would be nice if they were to encourage it a little more. That would be nice. But
But they don't.
basically, but of course they don't. A society, society has socially conditioned us for the father just to, hey man, just take it to the chin. Well, if you're already struggling, if any of you brothers are struggling with, self-esteem or inadequacy or low self-worth or insecurity or inferiority, with the spirit of inferiority and insecurity,
Mm-hmm.
uh, heavy or light depression, any of those things have crept in and choked the crap out of you mentally. Imagine Father's Day coming around and then not even hearing from your own kid. I ain't talking about you deadbeats out there. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about us fathers who out here
The
doing
ones
the
that's
deed.
involved. The ones that's involved.
The ones that's involved, and I'm talking about this involved. Listen, being a father ain't child support.
Exactly. Yeah,
Let's just unfold
clarify
that
that
blanket.
so we could get all the knuckleheads on a good
Right,
understanding on what's what. Just paying child
right.
support, man, ain't good enough. You have to be
It's not good
involved
enough.
with your children's life, their activity. Now, I understand sometimes there's obstacles and brick walls and that's 100 feet tall that you got to try to get around. I understand that, but at least, man, try. At least try. Cause believe me, I know about the situations, man, where the brothers, man, have fought hand and tooth, man, to try to be involved in their children's life. And when that woman, man, is determined to do the opposite, it usually happens, man. It usually happens to where you are obsolete from your children's life. And that's a sad thing. But the brothers, man, that's out here trying and focus, man, and we got those obstacles and those roadblocks, man, I commend you, man. I commend you.
So before before it even slips my mind, I want all the brothers, man, to get your phones out and put this in your notes. Phones out, put this in your notes. These are just suggestions. This is not some, set in stone. You do it how you want to. Just This is just a suggestion. Number one, man, do a fearless moral inventory of yourself. Okay? Look at all the things that you can improve on. Because when you improve, it's for the betterment of you and your children. Check all your anger and bitterness. The same thing you want her to do, you do that first. You do that first. I know it's gonna be times that somebody might do something to you, whether it's your kid. And when I say your kid, it could be your grown ass kid. I ain't just talking about,
Right.
you know, most of us over 50, our kids are grown or about to be grown.
Well, they
Most.
still our children, man. You know what I'm
But
saying?
they
But,
still our children.
you know,
Yeah, I don't care if they're
right.
45. It's still your child forever and ever till they die. So, that's what I mean by that. So anyway, check your anger, check your bitterness, check all that, man. Get rid of that. Give it to God, because what'll happen is that'll empower you to when any door is open for one of them to come in and talk to you, even though you ain't gonna let that elephant go out the room,
Hmm.
you'll be able to have how should I say it, a better attitude towards it. Okay, without it getting bent out of shape and going back to where that door closes again and y'all don't
Right.
talk for years or months or whatever.
Right.
You gotta be humble, even though you're hurt. I don't care what they said or did to you, man. I'm sure it does hurt. I don't know what it is. All I'm saying is, whatever it is, check your bitterness and anger at the door.
And that's a hard
Okay,
thing to do,
number
man.
that's a hard thing to do,
Oh,
bro.
that's hard. But you know what? We
Because
have to
a week or
do it.
two could go
Yeah,
by,
yeah.
and then it comes back up. It surfaces back up.
Mm.
Number two. You want to get some type. Some type of reading material that's positive, just dealing with
Hmm.
behavior, dealing with prayer, dealing with your peace, how to get a peace of mind. I suggest the Bible. You can do whatever you want to do. That's what I suggest. I suggest Proverbs and Psalms, especially Psalms
Hmm.
51, Psalms 91.
Hmm.
Okay, those two right there, Psalms 23, all of that. Get that into your heart of hearts. Get you a good praise and worship song. Get you something, man, that connects you and abides you in the vine. Because all of that, listening to that hardcore rap and listening to all that other stuff, it's just gonna satisfy your flesh. And I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna. going to distract you. It's not going to do anything to cause you to grow. So those things right there is a good start. Then, get into your physical. Do a few push-ups. Go for a walk. Do whatever. Go to the gym. Do something then to get out that anger and frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And, get you a hobby. Bowl, fish. Do whatever. Do something. Get your mind off of it. And then listen. And then pray for them.
Exactly.
Don't ever forget that part.
Absolutely.
Pray for them. Prayer works. We prayed for the homie moms last week. Rose right up out of the bed.
Amen.
They pumped her chest.
Amen.
And she came right. She died. And check this out, y'all. She died. Flatline. And came right back to life.
Amen.
So don't tell me about no prayer.
Exactly.
You understand? I remember that I was in my truck, and a friend of mine, dad, who was a bishop, called me and said, my son missing. He hadn't seen his son in almost a month. We prayed, his son walked right through that door.
See?
Twice.
Yes.
Not once, but twice he called me, and that happened. Now his son is doing well, as far as I know. So don't tell me about no, man, I pray and pray and pray. Listen, sometimes, man, it might not be in your time, bro. Might not be in your time. I've been praying for a situation with me and my daughter since last year. It ain't manifested yet,
right.
But best believe when it do, I'm gonna be ready. And guess what? That elephant ain't gonna listen. It ain't gonna be like it used to be. Oh, hey, Dad, and act like it ain't happened.
Right.
Oh, we gonna talk about it.
Right.
Or you could go back where you came from.
How long I prayed? Man, I prayed for a situation in my personal life, man, for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Some people might have just fell off and like said hell with it, but you know what, man? It came around, man, and I have to say, man, that prayer was a great contributor to that, man. Because it helped me stay focused, man. It helped me keep my mind at peace, man. You know what I'm saying? Prayer gives you a whole lot that you could deal with, man. That prayer, man, takes all that off your back, man. It helps you see another day, a better light, man. So I definitely, man, can relate to that, bro.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, man, when things get out of line, especially, when you're in a situation where the mother is not you're paying child support. She's not allowing you to see your kids when they're young, and then she's painting a bad picture, and you ain't really getting to talk to them. Especially being a truck driver or a traveling salesman or a traveling nurse, a doctor. People that travel a lot and that are very busy. It's easy to get lost in life, bro. I mean, just imagine what we do as truckers. Man, this is a lonely ass situation, bro.
Yes,
You got to be disciplined. You got to be real disciplined. And if you're a guy who is around and you constantly trying to be with them and you can't, that's frustrating. It's hurtful.
Yeah.
And then you finally talk to them, and then they don't even want to talk to you.
Yep.
Or they, hey, how's your day? Fine. How's things going? Okay. Yeah. No. That kind of situation.
Can't even complete a sentence, man.
Can't even complete a sentence. Don't have no doubt. All they doing, then they get with you and they come with you, then they just looking at their phone. That kind of stuff. Bro, it has to be some form of discipline.
Right. Exactly.
If there's no discipline, if you letting your kids go with their father, and they're telling you dad did this, dad did that, and then you punish the dad because he put his discipline down, sister, you out of line. If you call there and you try to put something down and you get in the way of that, sister, you wrong. You wrong. It ain't about just the money. A brother might get in a bad way where he can't pay you then. So you going to get in the way of him giving wisdom because he didn't pay you that week? You wrong. Now, on behalf of the sisters, there are sisters who have bent over backwards, told him, I don't want your child support. I'll just come get Ray Ray. I'll just come get Steven and Shauna. And your dumb behind, brother, don't even go. And listen, here's the crazy part. Them are the brothers that the kids adore. They can't. Yeah, my dad, my
They
dad, my
can't do
dad,
no
and he
wrong.
don't even want.
They can't do
They
no
can't do.
wrong, bro.
Look, the Negro done been to prison 75 times. They done wrote their dad. He come home, go right back. They love his stanky drawers.
Love them to death, but guess what?
Love him to death.
Guess what
But guess
always
what?
ends up? They always fuck
What?
them at the end. They always fuck
Yup.
their kids at the end. And the good brother, man,
Yup.
regardless, even when the kid has fucking disrespected that brother and caused that brother all kind of pain, all kind of hurt, that brother still will be there for his child. You know what I'm saying? I speak for those brothers, man. Those are the underdogs to me. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that I can relate to. Those brothers.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? Cause everything is against us. You feel what I'm saying? We got to work
Right.
even harder for certain things where the brother that ain't doing shit don't have to work hard for nothing. He's praised. He's adored, and everything else that comes with that. I don't understand, man. It's crazy when I see it, but until I experience that my own self, it's like, hey, man, that's real. That is real, and it happens, a lot. And a lot of brothers, man, we bottle that up and we keep it in, and we really don't, like me and you, we could talk about stuff like that, right? But a lot of brothers, man,
Right.
don't have people they can talk to. You know what I'm saying? So I suggest, man, brother, man, you know what I'm saying? If you are introduced to a good friend that's in your life, right, and y'all can have good dialogue, and y'all can talk about things, man, personal things to relieve that stress, man, go ahead at it, man, because it helps. It helps. Any type of talking is therapy to me. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes, man,
Right.
the working brother, man, can't afford to just take off of work, you know what I'm saying, and be in therapy sections like 2 or 3 times a week or 2 times a week. The truck driver, the person that's on the road, or this, or like you say, the traveling salesperson, that's in a city one day and a city, 2 cities the next 2 days. You feel what I'm saying? It's hard for that brother, man. He's trying to make a living. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't that he don't look at that as being something that he need to take care of, man. But he also got to take care of himself. He also got things he have to do. He got to pay bills. He got to provide for his family and his children. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for us to get down and get into therapy, man. So I just wanted to just say that.
Yeah. Man, it's a lot of hurting brothers out here, just like there are sisters, and that's my main focus today. Women got all kind of outlets, all kind of support teams, all kind of everything when they have an issue. But men, we have very few resources. Just call your insurance company and tell them to give you a list of therapists. I'm gonna share something personal. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think that any kind of deep traumatic experience, man, you should try to get you some therapy. It's not a thing about being weak or I'll figure it out and all of that. It's trying to see and test the waters.
Right.
Or do you actually really do need some therapy?
Right.
So I get a list from my insurance company. I called this doctor, man, all week, and she ain't returned my call yet. What if I had something real seriously going on? See what I'm saying?
That's unfortunate,
They gave
man.
me a list of all these doctors in the hood.
Well, I would definitely cross that
Anybody?
doctor off the list. You know what
Oh,
I'm
bro,
saying?
listen. I not only did I call her by Thursday, I called 3 more from that same office building in the area. None of them called me
Well, I
back.
will
So you know
cross
what I'm gonna
that.
do?
I will
You know,
cross that whole thing off the
right,
list.
right. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give her an area code or somewhere way out where need
Well,
I
well,
say
well,
more?
well, 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 nah, man. I mean, let's put them on blast, man.
No,
Let's
Yeah.
put
Oh,
them on blast.
I'm just gonna tell.
You can
I'm gonna
put them
tell.
on
I'm gonna
blast.
tell you like this here.
What's the name of the facility? What's the name of the facility?
You know what? I would have to look that up.
Okay, well,
I have to
you
go
know,
into my
because
archive.
cause
I find it. I'll find it.
we
But
could let the
listen.
brothers know to avoid that facility. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If you live in Houston. Oh, here you go. Right here. Ah, here we go. Must be meant to be. Okay. I called Dr. Rosalind Smith
Dr.
off
Rosalind
Northborough Drive
Smith.
in Houston. Off Northborough Drive in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
No answer.
And
I
how many?
called the Bridge.
Hold on. How many attempts you made for this Dr. Smith, Rosalind
Two,
Smith,
two,
and she
two
never called you
attempts.
back?
They 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 said that they'd get back with you in 24 to 48 hours. That was Monday. Okay.
Last Monday.
So then, yeah, this past last
So
Monday.
that's a whole week.
So a whole week,
Okay.
nothing. But here's the main doctor that I called, Dr. Keisha J. Ashford off Glenboro Drive in Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Called that sister 5 whole days. Nothing. Left a voicemail. Even told her Friday. I finally gave up. I said, you know, you're real unprofessional and trifling for not getting back with a future client
Absolutely.
after you said 24 to 48 hours.
Absolutely.
I said, if you're on vacation, if you're doing anything other than you being deceased, you should have got back with me. She didn't. Okay, called the Covington Counseling and Associates, also on same address, same response, nothing. So when I called back my insurance company, my health Monday, I'm gonna tell them, look, I'm gonna need an area code where people I consider somewhat important. Because over in that neighborhood, I guess people just aren't important enough.
Well, I mean, you a black man calling in for you know, some kind of guidance, and you got some of those you know, some of those folks, man, they are, and I'ma say it, they are feminists, man, feminists.
Right.
So therefore, they hear your voice, they hear that tone in your voice, man, and they like hell with him. I'm gonna keep it real.
Right.
That's what that is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Uh, maybe you know, and I know some good sisters out here, man. Some good therapists out here, man. They just not one of them. They
Right.
just not one of them, man.
Right. That's it. You know, and you know, hey man, I give anybody the benefit. I know what it's like firsthand to get busy, to be busy. You know, I know what it's like. So I give people a break when there's, you know, something at hand. But when you running a business, can you imagine if somebody calls, I need 2 trucks over at National Oil Well Varco ASAP, and they had to leave you a message? You'll never hear from them again. I promise you. Do that one good time, and your customer, your cut. Listen, first of all, if you had the blessings, the honor, and the privilege to fool with a company that large, a multi-billion-dollar company, and they call you and you don't answer your phone, or you ain't got nobody in place to answer your phone, you, my friend, are a capital idiot, irresponsible, and you know some other choice words we ain't gonna say.
I guess
I'm just saying.
I guess business is good,
I'm
man.
just
I
saying.
guess
I'm
business
just
is
saying. I'm
good,
just
bruh.
saying.
When
Business
you
must
could
be
just
good.
avoid phone calls, man, from people that's calling you, man. You know, for your assistance,
Right
man.
on.
I guess business is
Exactly.
bumping. Business is
She
bumping.
booming. They
Business is
booming over
good.
there.
Well, hell, we want this podcast to boom like that.
You know, yeah.
For
But guess
real.
what? When we start opening, listen, we start opening up the lines. When I get back to the house, and I get this brand, and we get in there, and I get my studio like yours together, you know, bro, we gonna have callers calling in, all kind of stuff. We gonna expand this we invest in every dime, every support we could get for this podcast. Uh, we supporting every dime,
Absolutely.
and guess what? It's gonna boom. And I'm not saying that in any type of space of arrogance. I'm saying, man, because it's a blessing to be a blessing. It's it's love, man, to show love. It's all love. Black people, man, we need to come off, man, our high horse and quit supporting everybody but our own. And I don't mean that in any type of racial prejudice way
Right.
or nothing.
Or
But guess what?
disrespect. Or
Jew
disrespect.
listen, or disrespect, listen. The Jews do it. Arab, everybody do it but us. Everybody do it with us.
And listen,
Everybody do
and
it.
we here for the brother. Forget real talk. We here for the brother, but we also here for the sisters because, listen, from what other people might have said, listen, man, we love the sisters. You feel me? And we just trying to make a better place, man, to where we can all get along and we can start building something that we once had many, many, many years ago. You know what I'm saying? And that's family. That's the black family, which is now, you know what I'm saying, really extinct now. You know what I'm saying? People get married, divorced for the wrong reasons, the kids in between, and the kids get hurt. What you think they gonna grow up to do? They gonna grow up to repeat the same process, man. And we are trying to avoid that. That's where we come in at. You know what I'm saying? We don't think we know it all. No. But we go off of experience. And and that's what we can go off of. We go off logical thinking and experience. And we do appreciate the sister. We absolutely do. My mother is a black woman. Your mother is a black woman. Both our mothers still living. I love my mom, and I love your mother, and I know you love your mother. You dig what I'm saying? So the sisters are very important. We just trying to just correct a wrong. You know what I'm saying? We trying to kind of like connect something, man, that's been damaged for many, many years, and most people walk around like it never existed. Hey, man, the father used to be in the household very strong. The father was the head of the house. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying some of that still don't exist, but it ain't like it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. And I can tell you why it ain't. Look at our children. Look at our children. They are influenced by everything besides, man, that family dynamics. That's what's not influenced your kid. They're influenced by music and fashion and what what this chick is doing, what this IG model is doing, what this guy's wearing, what she's wearing, her eyelashes, just all shit that really don't make nothing. Don't make no sense about nothing. We got to get it to the dynamics of the family household to build strong minds, and then they can repeat and make us a strong folk. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's
Yeah,
about, bro. That's
yeah.
what it's about.
Exactly what it's about, man. And you know, it's it's a shame, man, how people just if you look at the whole dating scene now in society, bro, you know, you look at all these TikToks or whatnot, the family structure, especially the black family structure, has been broken into pieces ever since the 70s when we was getting skilled trades. Now that's coming around again because IT. And I'm gonna say this, brothers: if you got sons, encourage them, man, to get into a skilled trade.
Absolutely.
And if you and even yourself, if you ain't really doing nothing, you just got a job. It ain't too late, man. Go get you a trade. If you can walk, if you in decent physical shape, get in shape and get you a
And get a
trade.
trade. We
You know
got
what I'm saying?
one.
If you
We
ain't
got one.
yeah,
Yeah.
if we got one.
Truck driving is a
If you ain't
trade.
really doing nothing,
That is
right?
a
If you just
career.
down there, you working at the local grocery
Right.
store, or you a forklift driver or something,
Right.
man, get you a trade, bro, and
Come
make
on
some
now.
real bread.
Exactly.
I ain't trying to hate on you. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some money, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, get you an HVAC, get you welding, get you a tinsmith, a mason,
Plumbing.
electrician,
Exactly.
especially
Don't.
plumbing, electrician,
I
bro.
mean, it's some
Oh my
man.
God,
Listen,
bro.
man. It's some
Oh my
plumbers,
God.
electricians, man, that make over 200 some $1,000 a year. Real talk.
Listen,
I
if
mean,
you work inside a commercial setting,
oh my God.
right? You making that just on that. But then listen, on the side, just on the side, do 1 or 2 jobs a month. That's another three to ten
Mm,
thousand dollars. Especially if you're a pipe fitter.
mm.
See, a pipe fitter is a commercial plumber, and it's way easier than the days when we came up, when you
Exactly.
had to really know how to. You had to bend the angle of the pipe
Right.
physically.
Right.
Now you just put it in a machine, it bend it for
Right.
you.
And when
You
you
just put in the calculations and it figure out the calculations for
exactly,
you. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Hey, back in the day, we had to sit down all day, and it took 3 of y'all to figure out a problem, how to do this, how to angle the pipe, how to thread it, how to do. Man, it's all
Oh
CAD
man,
CAM now.
shit.
It's crazy.
Technology, man,
It's
have evolved